Right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's recap, we're going to talk about what I was thinking today, the trades that I took. It was a loss on the day. I got one loss, no, two losses and a break even. Two losses and a break even. So I'm doing 4-11 on the day. And then I'll talk about bias coming today and then what I was thinking and stuff like that. So let's see, before market open, so wait here. So pre-market open, we had that high and that low here. Boom. Let me just get rid of all this shit. I'll mark it out, remark it all. So we had Asia up here. We had this 1 hour fair value gap. We had these highs inside of this 1 hour fair value gap that got taken. Now, to be honest, I was actually bearish after this. I thought we might come up and resweep the LR and then go lower towards London. But London was a sponsored low, so I didn't think we'd come all the way down there during AM session. I didn't think we would have that much of a move down, which we didn't, to be fair. I was looking at Asia High. The Asia High wasn't a real prominent high, so I wasn't too bothered, but I didn't think it would get hit because we already took out this high instead of the 1 hour fair value gap. So I was just like not really thinking Asia would get swept. We also, my reason for being so bearish is the higher time frame. We're disrespecting bullish, respecting bearish, so it makes sense for us to continue this trend lower, even though we have these big rejections. I still thought we could come lower. Now we could go higher as well. This is just like my thought process and what I thought could have happened. So we had the 1 hour with these highs, took out these highs, and then I expect us maybe resweep these highs and then continue lower during AM session. We also filled OTE the range here on the higher time frame range and then on this lower time frame range as well. We had OTE at Asia. So I was looking to see those ranges get respected and pushed lower. So what we did, so on market open, there was a good sell on market open straight away. So if we go on to the 5 minute, we have this accumulation here after that after news came out. So to be honest, I wanted to leave data lows. I wanted to see like some sort of data high sweep, maybe take out this LR and push lower SMT Asia or something like that. That's kind of what I was wanting to see. So I just waited for market to open, which was those next two candles. Boom, that one. So we ended up taking this. We took Asia high, so we SMT'd Asia high at this point here. So I was wanting to see shorts off of Asia high getting SMT'd, which is when I went into the 1 minute, and I saw us form this 1 minute gap here after creating an internal SMT as well. So we had an internal and an X. Well, they're both kind of internal, but we had the higher time from SMT and the lower time from SMT, and then oh shit. And then we ended up inversing this gap, so we had this nice range of LR here, which I wanted to see us take out. And this is my draw towards that low. Didn't really see this failing, to be honest, since we took out that high. We're still respecting that 1 hour gap. Double SMT, we took out liquidity. So I don't know, this looked pretty good in retrospect. But it was probably, in fairness, it was a bit of a pattern trade, but natural, a wee bit, but not even, to be honest. So this is my idea of this. We wanted 2, that's what I wanted, and then break even. It was this low here. That was my break even there. But we ended up just getting straight SL on that, so I was down 200 and I don't actually know exactly the number, but it was 250 or something like that after that loss. Bias is still bearish though. I wasn't looking for anything until I seen a good enough like re-entry, if you know what I mean. So I ended up taking out Asia high, but we never took out like the swing high here. So we had this SMT, this bearish SMT, which was really quite nice. As you can see, we took it out on ES, but Hingy never took it out. So I'll watch that in a minute. So And then yeah, I ended up wanting to see that lows get taken. Still, we had this nice LR. I didn't think this would get taken because it's sponsored, but the draw was overall lower for me. So yeah, I wanted to see the highest time for inversion after this was created. So it was this 2 minute here. This 2 minute got formed, and I wanted to see us inverse this 2 minute. We had a really nice break even at this swing from the failed 1 minute, and then we had the LR here, possible TP1, but I would have just held it to the data lows. Now I did make a mistake on this trade, which I'll talk through. So, boom, we end up inversing. This is my entry here. Boom, boom, boom. I can actually enter. I was on 5. Now is I must have been on 4. I think I was on 4 actually, but just buy back one. Yeah, so I was on 4 micros, and then yeah, price came so fucking close, not even SNT or nothing, and then we ended up wicking me out. So that was that trade. Now I was down 411 on the day. But I've noticed that if I had marked out the CE and put my stop there, I wouldn't have got stopped out. So I was like, right, if we pull back down with more volume, I'll be willing to try get another entry, because this trade, it just seemed so obvious to me, especially because we were respecting this as well on ES. So it just seemed very, very obvious. We had all the LR and ES as well. It was just, I don't know, this seemed too good to not work, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, this is just what market does. It fucks about, dicks around. So I ended up waiting, and then we had this nice close here, showing more volume coming to the market. So I decided to enter, and then have my SL at the CE instead. I only entered on, I think it was about 300 risk, I think it was, on this actually. So I did size up a little bit. But yeah, we ended up doing that. We hit break even. Now I was break even here. Now what I failed to notice is that we actually SMT'd this first internal, low here. If you look at this screen on ES, and then here, it was here we never took it. So arguably I should have closed for about a 1 to 1.3. But I never ended up doing that. I ended up just holding it at break even, and then yep, shit Shan PA. So we ended up just getting whipped out at break even, which is unfortunate. But like, what can you actually do? It is what it is. This is what market does. It's a shambles. But it is what it is. So we ended up doing that, and then we ended up making this SMT here. So we've got this bearish SMT now as well. And then we ended up having this 2 minute, which is, if this gets inverse, it's very strong because we actually rejected out of it. I never ended up taking this because I wasn't on the charts, so we took the inversion here, and I got on the charts when this candle was forming, so I didn't really want to get a worse entry. But this 2 minute, super clean for a 1 to 1.5. Super solid. If you took this, fair play. I didn't take it because I got off charts after taking those 2 losses in the break even. But if you did take this, break even would have been either this or this. Probably that for me, because that's the actual low, if that makes sense. And then yeah, that one played. Not surprisingly, but yeah, it's just just one of those days where it's just PA's not there, and you find good trades and they just don't play out. So it's just one of those days. This was a good trade. I would have got break even on the day if I took this, but never. So it is what it is. But yeah, the trade idea was so nice. That first initial 1 minute, because we had the AMD, and then that second 2 minute was honestly gorgeous. So I definitely take both of them again. You can't actually, I'm like no mad at all with those losses and the break even. I'm a bit pissed at the break even because it's just bullshit. Like, this price action is just dog shit, but super obvious draw. Overall bias was accurate as well. It just seemed obvious when we had this 1 hour just constantly getting wicked in and out. I just wanted to see a resweep and then a big dump, which we ended up somewhat getting, I guess, I suppose. But it's just Friday, one of those days, risk off kind of day. But yeah, let's recap in a bit.